What's going on? Having me a thought here, man. Problem, reaction, solution, thesis, antithesis, synthesis. Let me explain to this how this worked, okay? I mean, if you ain't noticing right now, they keep showing you all these pictures of terrorists and theater shooters, and every guy's got these crazy smiles with these bug-ass eyes. It's almost like they're telegraphing their patsy-isms. And the Muslims, same thing. Because this is how, right now, they're doing synthesis, okay? Which means you take thesis and antithesis and put them together, and after that synthesis is birthed and the old is done away with, it'd be like going from capitalist freedom to communism and socialism. And then they're going to left and right that again, because the left and right paradigm, the red and blue paradigm, the fire water, the man woman, the black the white, it means the same thing. But when you see the purple, when you see purple, you know this means, or gray. Gray is another thing, is that you could use for synthesis. This is the real game, the third side of the coin, the edge. You know what I'm saying? That is your synthesis. The edge is the one that rolls, man. So, yeah, watch out for the suicide chickens. Anyway, so you see these, you know, the color codings. I mean, if you watch the movie, it's one of the Transformers movies, and the main character guy, he's working for this corporation, and the dude's, he's like, hey, this is the yellow floor. What is that red cup doing in here? So there's your connection to color coding. They really do it, and it's in corporations. And if we are a corporatist nation, you know what I'm saying? That would make sense why they would do that, you know, and why you would see it in the boardroom, and then you'd see it in the newsroom, because it's a corporate, it's their insider code. They're telegraphing things to each other. But antithesis, thesis, synthesis. All right, let me explain to you how problem, reaction, solution worked with the terrorists. See, there never were really any terrorists attacking America. We know it was a false flag. It's a cover-up. The insurance, they did it for insurance money. They did it to pass laws. It's total bullshit. It's just total. 9/11 is total bullshit. They false flag, cleaned up all the evidence. Here's the thing. If you watch a movie about crimes, about police doing police work, detective work, what happens when a crime's committed? They make everyone leave the crime scene. And then they have their technical guys come in and analyze every inch, everything about the whole crime scene, looking for evidence, for clues. And during 9/11, they said, no, we're just going to get rid of everything. That's magicianry. It's just like them saying they killed Osama, which didn't blow up the tower. He was a CIA employee named Tim Osman. That's like saying you assassinated him and then you threw his body off into the ocean in a mummy, in a cocaine mummy wrap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just stupid. But anyway, they never were going after Mohammedans. Because, I mean, if you come to find out, Mohammedanism and Catholicism is the same fucking religion. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one worships the black Madonna, one worships the white Madonna. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, all their symbolism is the same. It's all sun, moon cults. I mean, it's the same shizzle, different day. But this... really what it was is by getting everyone gung-ho to go get the terrorists, there is no terrorists. So now that you take this, like, okay, the terrorist was the thesis. Antithesis is the patriot. the guy who is loyal to his country and his home and his family, and will side with the people, which is supposed to be the government of this country, instead of go with this new regime of the government. These usurpers who have wedged their way into the government positions now, which is a Jesuit motto. And they're gonna, and now they got everyone praying to Muhammad, to Allah. They got them doing they're already like they make the police in New York have to pray to Allah, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Like not sure exactly how it works, but this is weird with a Muslim president, with all this regime change, all these crazy new laws. You know what I'm saying? New privileges granted to minority groups, like like transgenders. You know what I'm saying? New rights for them, and then less rights for regular old-fashioned folk. You know what I'm saying? But this is all problem, reaction, solution, thesis, antithesis, and now synthesis is that basically everyone can be a terrorist now. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. But at first they presented you a real enemy. Then they give you this fictionalized enemy, which is where they're telling you a spy on your neighbor. They could be terrorists. And then they make these fake beheading videos with corporate mercenaries pretending to cut people's heads off. And then they're saying, "Oh, people are running away and joining ISIS." I mean, they're gonna say next at one point they're gonna probably fake it up where they're gonna say the Patriots are helping ISIS. You know what I'm saying? Which is ISIS just is code word for CIA proxy assets. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call them Siyasa. That is capital C, capital I, little s, little I, little s, capital A. Siyasa. That's me. That's me right there. That's what I came up with. Siyasa. You see Obama say, "We're speeding up ISIL training." You know what I'm saying? This is synthesis purple, code purple, or code gray. Because if you take black and white, blend them, you get gray. So there's synthesis. You know what I'm saying? Everyone can, even now, we have been so distracted on the left and right. Forgot about the third, what the whole point of the left and right is to fuse it back together again. Just to split it later again. You know what I'm saying? And then fuse it back together again. They push you from capitalism to communism, from communism back to capitalism, like they did with Russia. That is total left-right switcheroo. That's a double dooski. You know what I'm saying? And then, purple. It's like purple or gray are only used in transitional periods. And then it goes back to red and blue. It goes back Bloods and Crips, cops and robbers, cowboys and Indians. It goes back to the same. Listen, Catholics, Protestants. It's you can see they've done it over and over and over and over again. The Jews and the Muslims, the Christian and the Muslim, the Christian and the Jew. They love to keep us. I mean, and even Mohammedanism. I love to say Mohammedanism because that's what Albert Pike called it, in those type guys, because they know the truth that it's a Jesuit operation. That Muhammad's wife was a Catholic slave, like money person. You know what I'm saying? It's like she was a lot older than Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? So he was just basically her employee. You know what I'm saying? And so I mean, people don't like to look at this type stuff, but the Catholicism, Mohammedanism is the left and right, and now they want to do Chrislam. That's synthesis of the two. And I mean, it's like the Muslims will make a deal with anyone to get global caliphate. The Pope will make a deal with the devil to get New World Order. It is literally, they want the same exact thing. Listen, the Muslims want their caliphate tax. The Pope wants his green carbon tax. So it's fucking left, right, purple. It's the purple programming. I'm telling you, dude. Or gray. I mean, it depends on which way you want to look at it, but it all means the same thing. You know what I'm saying? When you say them in conjunction, like that, it's representing the same thing. The knowledge of good and evil, and I mean, because this is exactly what it is. Listen, on the inner court of the Muhammadans, it's Satanism, Luciferianism. On the inner court of the Catholics, it's Luciferianism, it's Satanism. I mean, look up the Luciferos video where these guys are singing about Lucifer and how he's the son, and how, I mean, it's basically saying he's the son of God, Lucifer is. You know what I'm saying? In the Catholic Church, it was a Chinese guy singing, and it's like, Lucifero. You know what I'm saying? It's like they could just slip that by without no one noticing what, enchantments they're casting on the people that were listening to that unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? Jamming out, rocking out to Lucifer. And Allah is and here's the thing. People act like Muslims are, man, this ancient religion. Dude, it was made in 1200, dude. AD, 1200 AD. That's only like 800 years ago. So, I mean, it really ain't old and ancient. And the Catholic Church was around before it predates. And Allah is a pagan. It's a pagan name for the moon god, man. For the moon god was male, and the solar deity is female in that system there. And that's why you can see some Muslims. It's Muslim stuff looks kind of Hindu-y. You know what I'm saying? That's because this is where this fits in, like the Kaaba stone, and like this guy was trying to tell me Muslims look to the west. Wait a second, no, they don't. They look towards Mecca, dude. This guy's trying to tell me he read the whole Quran. Some white dude, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, stupid, man. I mean, but anyway, that's Purple Chrislam. World government, NWO. NWO is synthesis. How do you make communist, capitalist, anarchist, atheists, scientismists, spiritists? How do you get them all to play the same game? You know what I'm saying? When we've all been divided, you gotta synthesis. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what they're trying to do right now. And I was trying to make the point about how now I mean, at some point, listen, the people that will fit the description of the terrorists may actually go to war because it's the actual Muslims, and Obama's a Muslim. That's a bad situation to have our president be, his religion is the enemy's religion. You know what I'm saying? The niggas want to blow us up. The motherfuckers who want to chop our heads off on the green screen camera for the CIA. You know what I'm saying? Shit, what are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? In this situation here. When it's like having a fucking Trojan horse. It's like, hey man, there's people, I bet you, that if I would have been there when the Trojan horse was there, I'd have said, hey man, I bet you there's people up in there. That thing's too big, man. There could be people up in there. I'd have said, man, let's inspect this thing. I'd say, man, let's give it a look-see. You know what I'm saying? See if there's anything up in there, man. And that's what we got going on here, man. When you start looking, observing the Trojan horse, all of a sudden you realize, hey, there's people up in there. Something's going down.